Trial at midnight. Long, long ago, King Dharmapal ruled over Dhavalgiri. He was famous for his justice. He never hesitated to punish the guilty even if the latter happened to be very close to him. According to the law of the time, one was entitled to do to another what the latter had done to the former. If A gave a blow to B, it was within B's right to return the blow to A. It was morning. The king was in his court. Among those present were the crown prince, the minister, and a number of noblemen. Suddenly, a cobra was seen crawling across the court. The courtiers got scared at the sight of that dangerous creature. The king's bodyguards rushed forward to kill the snake. However, it was the crown prince who pulled his sword promptly and cut it into two. The top portion of the snake remained alive for a while. It managed to enter its hole in the orchard. His wife was horrified to see his condition. They were a kind of cobras who could talk. I will bite the crown prince dead, said the she cobra. Don't do anything in a haste. Appeal to the king for justice. You ought to be bound by the law of the land, said the cobra. Then he died. The she cobra crept into the palace at midnight. She found out the prince's bedroom soon. She climbed onto his bed and coiled around his neck as slowly as she could. After she had done so, she made her grip a little tight. The prince woke up. He cried out, realizing what the snake had done to him. The palace guards rushed into his room. They could not decide what to do. Should they try to kill the snake? It might bite the prince, or their effort might wound the prince. Listen, you guards, I am not going to bite the prince immediately unless you try to harm me. Call the king, said the she cobra. The king came soon, but he stood speechless. I am the wife of the cobra that was killed in the court today. Well, you are yourself the witness to the fact that my husband had done no harm to anyone. He had strayed into the court and was coming out, but the prince killed the innocent creature and made me a widow. Now I must kill the prince and make his wife a widow. Surely the position I have taken is not unjustified, said the she cobra. The king had no argument against the she cobra's claim to her right. At the same time, he knew how painful it would be for him to lose his son. He stood speechless. In the meanwhile, the minister had been informed of the happenings in the palace. He sent the news to the two judges of the kingdom. They and many others came rushing to the palace. In order not to annoy the snake, only the judges joined the king in the prince's bedroom. One of them told the snake, the cobra who was harmed by the prince could alone be given the right to harm the prince. You ought not to harm him. Replied the she cobra with contempt. How can a learned man speak such nonsense? The cobra is dead. How can he avenge the wrong done to him? I, his wife, am the one to suffer for his death. Hence I have the right to make the prince's wife suffer. The second judge said, Right. We cannot really dispute the she cobra's claim. The prince's wife must suffer the same degree of anguish which she is suffering. Well, she cobra, how many children do you have? I have 5 children. They are now fatherless, said the she cobra weeping. I see. You ought to make the prince's wife suffer along with her 5 children, observed the judge. He then added, True, the prince's wife would become a widow if you kill the prince now, but her children will not become fatherless, for she has none. Should you not wait till she has become the mother of 5? Asked he. The she cobra gave a thought to the argument and found it quite sensible. She agreed to wait. My lord, do not forget to inform me when your daughter-in-law has become a mother of 5, said the cobra, and she retired to her dwelling in the royal orchard adjacent to the palace. The king heaved a sigh of relief. The prince's wife gave birth to a daughter and then to a son. Whenever they were out in the orchard, the she cobra saw them and happily waited for the day when she would see the couple with 5 children. But years passed and there was no change in the situation. The she cobra died of old age. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Do provide your feedback in the comment section below. Thanks for listening.